Harrison Butker was getting a lot of attention.
Burning in their butt.
I haven't watched the speech. This is my first time, but I've heard all about it. Apparently, he gave a graduation speech. Well, hold on. Benedictine College? It sounds like a Christian college.
Benedict? Probably.
But was that the dick, dude?
The dick, dude?
Yeah. What? So, I mean, if it's a Christian college, it's a Catholic college, yeah. So, like, who cares? I mean, okay. Well, I don't know what he says. But yeah, at a Catholic college, it does.
Well, it's even been denounced by the college.
Really?
Yeah. Benedict College.
What did he endorse? Satan?
Benedict College nuns denounce Harrison
The
Butker's
nuns?
speech. Even the nuns have turned on you.
No. So they hired him to do a commencement speech. He's a kicker. They got a kicker? That's like the lamest
Pretty pathetic.
position. They couldn't get like a linesman or...
I mean, he is a 3-time Super Bowl champion, technically, but yeah.
That's pretty good. Okay.
As a kicker.
The 3-time is good. The speech included comments on gay rights, the president, Joe Biden, and women's role in society. It sounds like he's hitting on all the important issues facing us today. So let's see. Here it is. This is edited down for your pleasure.
Shout out AB.
I feel like I was watching Jerry Seinfeld did a commencement speech that I watched recently. I can't help but the outfits are so silly.
Like the graduation
Yeah,
thing?
they're so silly.
It's probably time to update that. It's like one of those things where we just keep doing it because that was the vibe like a long time ago.
It does
Like
feel
the
very
little
old
cap
school,
and
but
stuff.
it feels like culty, like Freemason. Like, what is happening here? It's very silly. You got to see what they put Jerry in, man. Jerry Seinfeld, commencement speech. They got him in all kinds of craziness. Like, what is this? Fucking, what is this?
Looks like an
This
idiot.
is like Shakespeare.
Looks like a fucking idiot, dude.
Stop laughing. It's not fun.
Like, what the fuck, man? Why did they put this in on him? Looks
Stop
like,
laughing.
what is
Well,
this?
it looks like they're all wearing that. Is that just the
No,
vibe?
they're all definitely dressed up to the T, but he got extra goofy. You know?
Goofy.
That's pretty... I just thought it was like, man. But anyway.
While COVID might have played a large role throughout your formative years, it is not unique. Bad policies and poor leadership have negatively impacted major life issues. Things like abortion, IVF, surrogacy, euthanasia, as well as a growing...
Hold on. Okay, hold on. So, abortion was just... Roe v. Wade got overturned. So, clearly, he disagrees with that. That's what he means. And also, he says something about euthanasia. Is he pro-euthanasia?
No, probably anti. Yeah.
Because that's illegal.
It's complicated, but yeah.
I guess in some states it's legal.
Yeah.
You can also go to Europe and do it pretty easy.
Right.
Okay, so I didn't realize that. Okay, so he's concerned about euthanasia. Okay.
It's starting to become a thing recently, I've noticed.
I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it. If they're like, I think they should go under like a very controlled evaluation and stuff.
Yeah.
But seems like a good idea.
Let's just do the
Good option.
boxes like Futurama. Like the
Oh, yeah.
sidewalk, like phone booths.
Actually, I have a friend who, now that I think of it, a friend's mom had some kind of fatal disease. Terminal
illness of some
disease.
kind.
And she had like 4 daughters, and they all got together, and she did it. She had some powder or something that she ate, and they all spent like the day together.
I remember you
And then she
talking about
and I
this.
was like, wow, that's so interesting.
Yeah.
That's so interesting. That seems like a lot nicer way to go, eh? Anyway, tell me more about euthanasia. So he's pro, he's against. Okay, we're against
COVID
euthanasia.
might have played a large role throughout your formative years. It is not unique. Bad policies and poor leadership have negatively impacted major life issues. Things like abortion, IVF, surrogacy, euthanasia.
What's his problem with the IVF? Wait, are we?
So IVF's become the new thing now that they've taken the W on the abortion matter.
Dude, IVF rules. They don't like IVF.
Yeah, because when you do IVF, well, as you know, there's like a bunch of fertilized eggs, and you only use some of them. So they
It's an egg.
No, see, because they've backed themselves into a corner with this because they've convinced themselves that life begins at conception, right? So when you have those fertilized eggs, if you're freezing them or disposing of them afterwards, it's like you're aborting 10 babies at a time, a dozen babies at a time. So now they're coming for IVF. Yeah.
Well, what if it's just a one then? You just take one egg. Is that okay?
Those eggshells.
Well, I mean, you know more about it than me, but it doesn't work that way, right?
No, it doesn't.
Right. So,
I mean, it doesn't make sense. You want to take as many as you can.
yeah, exactly. So
Yeah. Because they're not all good eggs, frankly.
if you've convinced yourself that this single cell organism is a human being with the human soul, then it's just as bad as murder.
So let me ask you this. I didn't know that humans were able to be frozen for 200 years and then be used.
Is that actually the case?
Yeah, you freeze eggs. You can freeze them
for
indefinitely.
200 years?
I don't know how long, but indefinitely. Decades.
Those eggshells.
Huh.
Yeah.
You put them
on ice.
Yeah, no, you cannot. Well, don't tell that to the poor people that are frozen in Arizona, right? Didn't we talk about that recently?
What year is it?
Yeah.
Let me ask ChatGPT. Actually, I'll ask the funny one.
Okay.
How long can an frozen IVF egg last for? Oh, Ethan, seriously? You couldn't just look this up.
Daddy, chill.
You need to get a new bit. You're asking an AI bot when you could have, I don't know, read a science journal? Okay, I get the shtick now, bro bot.
Yeah,
Frozen IVF eggs can last for many years if stored properly. Typically, they're cryopreserved in liquid nitrogen at around minus 196 Celsius.
Wow.
Which pretty much halts any biological process. There have been successful pregnancies from eggs that were frozen for over a decade. I mean, it's a new tech, so I don't know if they've fully...
It hasn't been 200
Yeah.
years, so I guess I can't say that
So,
for sure.
so relax. Your precious frozen eggs aren't going bad anytime soon.
Yeah, chill.
So I didn't know that we had perfected cryostasis or whatever the fuck. Okay, cool. All right, I got to stop
well as a
pausing.
growing
Somebody in the chat said
support
SAS
for the
GPT. I like that.
True.
Yeah.
I don't like her.
degenerate cultural values and media all stem from the pervasiveness of disorder. Our own nation is led by a man who publicly and proudly proclaims his Catholic faith, but at the same time is delusional enough to make the sign of the cross during a pro-abortion rally.
He did what?
What?
What was the sin?
I don't know. We jumped right there. Oh boy, here we go.
God
now we're
dang it.
buffering.
Golly,
oh my God, what you
man.
done?
I didn't do it. I just tried to pause the fucking video. All right, here, let me lower the quality.
No, I'm not
Apparently,
applauding this.
720p is pushing it.
It's just bugged.
This
Probably
is a
gotta
YouTube.
refresh.
Just refresh the page, yeah.
That's
it's
a
a
little
drive
you're pushing
thing.
it.
It's gone. There we go.
While COVID might have played a large role throughout your formative years, it is not unique. Surrogacy, euthanasia, as well as growing support for degenerate cultural values and media all stem from the
I think this is the Ollie G joke. He goes, "What does it have? What does that have to do with the euthanasia?"
A lot of people in the chat were saying that one.
Classic.
Yeah.
Very funny.
The euthanasia.
pervasiveness of disorder. Our own nation is led by a man who publicly and proudly proclaims his Catholic faith, but at the same time is delusional enough to make the sign of the cross during a pro-abortion rally.
He made a what?
The sign of the cross. Yeah.
Oh, so okay. It's not the worst. I'm like, okay, that's the worst thing you can do. Okay.
Delusional.
He has been so vocal in his support for the murder of innocent babies that I'm sure to many people, it appears that you can be both Catholic and pro-choice. He is not alone. I am certain the reporters at the AP could
Yeah, I
not
mean, you
have
literally
imagined.
can.
I know many.
Yeah.
I get this guy's gonna have a one.
Because Joe Biden's position is that he thinks abortion is wrong in his Catholic faith, but he thinks that people should have the right to choose on their own.
Oh, you're
That's why
saying
he's
people should have the
pro-choice.
right to kill babies, Dan? Nice. You can't win with them.
These people fundamentally
Yeah, you
don't
can't.
understand what being pro-choice means. Like, you don't have to be pro-abortion.
Well,
like,
Dan,
not
what do you-
pro-abortion.
Yeah, but
you know what I mean?
just because I don't believe in murder doesn't mean that you get to murder whoever you want, Dan.
So true.
You can't win.
So true.
Fuck those babies.
Fuck them, dude.
Fuck 'em.
imagined that their attempt to rebuke and embarrass places and people like those here at Benedictine wouldn't be met with anger, but instead met with excitement and pride.
Aren't you supposed to like give them like? Is this supposed to be inspiring?
Yeah, what are we?
Like they're graduating, they're going into the world. Let's get some inspiration. Not like down with the government and fucking. We need a Christian We need a Christian dictator theocracy, man.
Yeah.
No more eggs. Those eggshells.
Not the deadly sin sort of pride that has an entire month dedicated to it, but the true God-centered pride that is cooperating with the Holy Ghost to glorify Him. Ladies and gentlemen of the class of 2024, you are sitting at the edge of the rest of your lives. For the ladies present...
That was a hard segue, man.
Well, this is an edit.
Okay.
There may have been jump cut there.
Okay, all right. There's a story about a woman in the Netherlands who's being euthanized due to depression. I think it's been a fairly common thing in Europe for a while, but the conservatives are mad about it. I mean, so that is definitely an interesting philosophical quandary if you're going to euthanize yourself because of depression, because it's like, I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. I guess it depends.
Yeah.
I feel like
Hey, Ducky, don't bite me. They're playing under me, and whenever Ducky's playing, everyone's catching strays around him.
I feel like my thought process on that is that it actually prevents suicide, because it forces people to, or it encourages people to go through this psychic evaluation before they do it. If someone is at that point in their life, it's sad to say, but they can just do it if they really want to.
Right,
Is
but
there
it
data
would
on that?
encourage people to go because it is a process of like they're not like, okay, you want to be euthanized, here you go. Like I'm pretty sure it's like a whole thing, and you might be right that like going through that process might make people realize, oh, this is actually a mistake. I don't want to do this, rather than impulsively just like swallowing pills or something.
Right.
I mean, look, people can do whatever they want with their lives, but like, I don't know if I'm a doc, I don't know if I would want to assist somebody to kill themselves if they're depressed, because I feel like, again, I don't know what's their history. Maybe they've been depressed for a long time. They've attempted their lives before. They've done everything they can, and they just can't get out of it,
Sure.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I
hear you.
It encourages treatment, Yeah. Good vibe, probably.
Today, congratulations on an amazing accomplishment. You should be proud of all that you have achieved to this point in your young lives. I want to speak directly to you briefly because I think it is you, the women, who have had the most diabolical lies told to you. How many of you are sitting here now, about to cross this stage, and are thinking about all the promotions and titles you are going to get in your career? Some of you may go on to lead successful careers in the world, but I would venture to guess that the majority of you are most excited about your marriage and the children you will bring into this world. I can tell you that my beautiful wife, Isabel, would be the first to say that her life truly started when she began living her vocation as a wife.
Oh my God.
What a narcissist.
It is a weird thing to say for someone else. I can tell you, my wife's
wasn't
life,
shit before she met me.
Yeah,
her
it
life
didn't-
began when she started
That is
spitting out babies.
Her story started the day we met.
I'm sure there's like actually, most colleges now are comprised of over 50% women. So imagine there's like a room full of women, graduated college ready, and this guy's coming out there and being like, all right, but
even
for
the
real,
nuns denounced him for this.
Yeah.
it's time
That's when you fucked up.
it's time to stay at home, guys. Holy shit. This guy's crazy. This guy's down the meme hole so deep.
And as a mother, I'm on this
I gotta hear that
my
again.
beautiful, successful careers in the world, but I would venture to guess that the majority of you are most excited about your marriage and the children you will bring into this world. I can tell you that my beautiful wife, Isabel, would be the first to say,
This guy's definitely gonna have an abortion from a mistress. Definitely. If not already.
If it hasn't
Why are
already.
you worried about my wife?
Yeah.
Yeah. Totally right.
This guy goes to the bar with his 3 Super Bowl rings, looking
Right.
for another girl to plan B.
Literally.
Looking for another woman to start their life.
Mm.
Kickstart their life.
Yeah.
that her life
My dick is like defibrillators.
Jumper came.
Jumpstart your life.
truly started when she began living her vocation as a wife and as a mother.
Man, that's crazy.
But by the way, he says wife first, so her vocation is a wife first.
Yeah. Most
It's like,
importantly,
taking care of me. That's
Wow.
I'm on the stage
what a
today
butt licker,
and able
dude.
to be the man I am because I have a wife who leans into her vocation.
Good for you guys. That's great. Good. I'm glad that all's working out for you guys.
I'm seeing too that this is it's a Catholic school, but it's a liberal arts school. So I
What a
that
weird combo.
yeah. Well, I mean, I think that exists.
Really?
Yeah.
What a loving liberal.
I'm beyond blessed with the many talents God has given me, but it cannot be overstated
Bro, what
that all of my
talents? You
success
kick a ball.
is made possible.
That's it. That's all you
The
do.
girl I met in band class back in middle school.
Like maybe if he was a linebacker.
You real good with your
or-
foot there, bud?
You majored
Running
in
back.
playground, dude.
You,
you majored in PE.
Literally.
you really
can
good
tell me
waving your
nothing.
foot? Well, so tell me about what is it? You wave your foot back and then forward? That's really nice. Oh, and you do it really hard. That's terrific. And there's
I'm
two
with Ninja.
sticks,
Ninja
right?
was right. Remember when Ninja was like, "What the fuck all you guys do is kick a ball? I don't understand how the fuck he missed."
He was right.
He was right.
Well, I said at the time he kind of had a point. I agree. It's like if that's your whole fucking job, this man has 3 Super Bowl
Let me
rings.
find the Ninja.
He
tweet.
cannot miss that kick. Period. It's his God-given talent.
Kick.
Here it is.
Would convert to the faith, become my wife.
Someone said Eddie Vedder denounced the speech. Eddie Vedder's. Why do I give a fuck if Eddie Vedder? What did Ja Rule have to say about it? Like, what? Why do I care what Eddie Vedder had
Eddie
to say?
Vedder.
Shout out Eddie
I mean, I like
Maybe
Eddie
he
Vedder,
mentions-
but you
I
know.
denounce this bitch.
Eddie Vedder slams him at a Pearl Jam show.
Oh, he. Okay, get him, Eddie.
Is there some connection though? Did he like reference, or he just doesn't like him? I'm looking into it. Anyways, here's what
We're
Ninja had to
looking
say.
into this breaking news.
How do kickers simply just miss kicks?
I mean, he worded it really dumb.
He worded
No,
it
he's
really
right.
correctly.
I think,
They have one job on
and
that
it's so
field.
simple.
Yo, he doesn't have a blue check. Maybe he turned on Elon. Ninja Redemption Arc?
Oh.
That's my
Wait,
king. That's
isn't he
always
supposed to
been
get
my
a
king.
pub? Like when I was on, I never paid, but I got a blue check by default.
Nah, they changed that.
I think you gotta pay
Oh,
up.
public
now.
figures have to pay now?
I think you gotta pay up.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow. That's pathetic. That they're like, we need that cash. Because there's not that many public figures, probably. Like what? Maybe a few thousand? Maybe 10,000? Can't be that much revenue.
And embrace one of the most important titles of all, homemaker.
You get applause.
I say all of this to you because I've
I mean,
seen it
this is Catholic college. Round of applause.
firsthand how much happier someone can be when they disregard the outside noise and move closer and closer to God's will in their life. Isabel's dream of having a career might not have come true, but if
What? She had a dream of having a career. You took that from her. Why would you even include that?
Thief.
While all of her dreams and fantasies and hopes for life didn't come true,
She does whatever the fuck I want, so my life's
she
great.
does make a great lasagna.
And she takes it like a champ.
True.
True.
I jumpstart her ass.
Isabel deserves better.
Why did he say that she was unable to fulfill her
can
dreams?
be when they disregard the outside noise and move closer and closer to God's will in their life. Isabel's dream of having a career might not have come true.
That is insane to say.
Well, is he referring to being a homemaker as the career in this? I'm
No,
not
he said it
totally
did
No,
not
I think
come
that is
true.
what she ended up going with instead. He's saying
Gotcha.
Yeah.
she wanted to be an accountant, so, and she loved it so much.
Right. Okay.
Her dream did not come true.
Bummer, dude.
Her dream was
But-
not to be a stay-at-home mom.
But now she takes care of me, cleans my underwear. So
Thank
Dude,
God.
I have
dream come true?
crazy fucking shit stains, bro.
different kind of dream come true.
But if you asked her today if she has any regrets on her decision, she would laugh out loud without hesitation and say, heck no.
Is she here? Can we talk to her? Yeah, I mean, listen,
George, trust me.
saying like I don't regret making a family is not the same. I mean, most people would probably say that.
No matter how you spin it, there is nothing natural about Catholic birth control. It is only in the past few years that I have grown in courage to speak more boldly and directly, because as I mentioned earlier, I have leaned into my vocation as a husband and father, and as a man. St. Jose Maria Escriva states that priests are ordained.
He's a husband, a father, and a man. She is just a wife.
And a mother.
She's a lasagna machine.
She's a lasagna machine and baby maker for me.
It's a 2-in-1. It's actually really handy.
She's not a woman.
To serve and should not yield to temptation to imitate lay people, but to be priests through and through. Tragically, so many priests revolve much of their happiness from
Around
the
fucking
adulation they
kids.
receive.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Oops. Characterized him there.
From their parishioners. And in searching for this, they let their guard down and become overly familiar. This undue familiarity will prove to be problematic every time because, as my teammate's girlfriend says, familiarity breeds contempt.
That's crazy that
He's
he said
saying
that.
that pastors are getting too close, too friendly with their congregation, and then being close to each other makes you hate each other.
I guess that's what he's saying. Yeah, I was having a hard time.
Isn't that their job?
I'm not sure I follow the point.
Isn't
he's
the
trying to
pastor
make.
supposed to be like a community leader that helps you with shit?
I guess what he's saying is he thinks that they need to be more hardcore on their parishioners or whatever the term is. on
They're
their
too
flock.
lenient. We need to bring back flagellation. Somebody said Ethan is absorbing his hairline as we speak.
Let's go.
My hairline is looking good, right, guys? Look at that. Clean, baby. Look at that shit.
Calling Taylor Swift my teammate's girlfriend
Oh, wait.
is
That
crazy.
didn't click. That's who he's
Oh
talking
yeah,
about?
that's what he's quoting a Taylor Swift song called
Wait, what?
Bejeweled, which
That's
is
so crazy.
the song Bejeweled is about like a boyfriend allowing his girlfriend to shine.
My
Oh, was that supposed to be a joke?
girlfriend.
I don't think
okay,
so. I
wow.
think he's serious.
He's nuts.
Let me go back. Okay, that was interesting. I didn't.
How you spin it, there is nothing natural about Catholic birth control. It is
Someone says he was caught on Grindr. Is that true?
You know, I saw some rumors about that. We decided not to include because it seemed very flimsy.
It's so easy to fake that
I
shit.
saw
Exactly.
some girl alleging on TikTok, she was just like, didn't you hook up with a male cheerleader? And then people ran with that is what I saw. If there is more substantial evidence, we'll talk
I'm looking
about it.
now. I see stuff 4 days ago.
We'll look into it and if on
Yeah, it looks
Thursday,
like it's
or
just that
Wednesday.
TikTok that you're talking
I mean,
about.
listen, I don't really care. Ultimately, he's just another. If it's true, he's just another closeted fucking conservative. It's like, you know, so commonplace these days, running around. That should make, yeah. I just don't care anymore.
I
It's
am
like,
not gay.
Not surprising. My soul dog, Mick Jagger, passed away last week at 10 years. I got him when I was a depressed teenager going through a lot. He was my best friend, my first dog to die, and the one that will always hurt the hardest. I hope he's wreaking havoc somewhere with Shredder right now. Me too, buddy. Sorry for your loss. It's not fair.
It is only in the past few years that I have grown in courage to speak more boldly and directly, because as I mentioned earlier, I have leaned into my vocation as a husband and father, and as a man. St. Jose Maria Escriva states that priests
Okay, Saint Maria goes to the Scribo.
are ordained to serve and should not yield to temptation to imitate lay people, but to be priests through and through.
Right.
Tragically, so many priests revolve much of their happiness from the adulation they receive from their parishioners. And in searching for this, they let their guard down and become overly familiar. This undue familiarity will prove to be problematic every time, because as my teammate's girlfriend says,
Is he doing it? Let me see. Is he smiling at all? Is this
familiar problematic every time, because as my teammate's girlfriend says, familiarity.
Nope, that wasn't a joke. My teammate's girlfriend?
No.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
And given the wider context of how he's talking about women.
Well, so wait,
I don't think
he wouldn't respect her then. So why is he quoting her?
I think, he's demeaning.
He's demeaning
Yeah.
her.
Right. Good point.
Because she said,
stands up
even
for
she knows.
I mean, no, she doesn't. But like, she sometimes does.
Are the Swift
stand up for all the things that he's against.
Are the Swifties tearing this man apart?
Oh yeah, they hate him. They're upset.
Have we doxed his third cousin yet?
We're getting there.
This man is going to regret coming.
I did follow what he was saying that time though, and it is he's saying like Catholic priests they're trying too hard to be the
They're people
congregation's
pleasers.
friends.
We don't people please.
When
We God
they need
please.
to. He's basically saying be more fundamentalist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
Good stuff.
But he didn't say anything about gay people, did he? I read
Earlier, he said he made a reference to an entire month dedicated
Yeah.
to
Living in
hedonist sin or whatever. Yeah.
Right.
Breeds contempt. Be unapologetic in your masculinity, fighting against the cultural emasculation of men. Do hard things. Never settle for what.
Wait, is it all guys? Is he talking to a room full
No.
of dudes?
No, this is a co-ed school.
So why the fuck? Who are you talking to, man?
Well, he addressed the women separately. Remember?
Yeah. No. This part's addressed to the guy.
Okay, I see. He segregated them.
He told women, "Hey, please don't do anything.
Get in the kitchen.
Men, let's talk.
Good.
Be real men like me.
Be mean."
Kick a ball.
Very good.
Through 2 poles.
Breeds contempt.
Yeah.
Be unapologetic in your masculinity, fighting against the cultural emasculation of men. Do hard things. Never settle for what is easy.
Oh, he got a standing O? Yikes. Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Yeah.
At least he says it. Like, most people are not so dumb that they would, like, say all this out loud publicly. But he's like, no, I've been emboldened. I'm going to start
Dumb.
saying all this crazy shit. And it's like, okay, this is what these people think. I mean, he got a standing ovation. And again, there's nothing wrong with living your life however you want. It's just the insistence that everybody else has to live like you that's, bananas. Un-American, frankly. It's absolutely un-American. And I won't stand for it. My friends did not die face down in the muck. So this dude could come on stage and tell women to make lasagna.
Un-American.
I want to make lasagna.